On this warmer Wednesday morning, it's time for our Allied Cooperative program. I have Tom Hoffman. He is Agronomy Sales Lead out of Marshfield. The temperature is ticking up as we get farther into March these days, but it's still a good time to start thinking about what to be doing out in that field. What are some of the things that you're looking at?
Well, we have some of our agronomy advisors paying attention to, the winter wheat. Now, we don't have a lot of winter wheat in our geography, but there is some, and this early nitrogen application, some nitrogen and sulfur to feed that and promote early tillering gets to be important. Now, granted, this, frost, having the ground firm gets to be a very important so you don't make marks in the field. But that's something to be thinking about as fields are fit and road limits. Everybody will have to pay a little attention to road limits. Can you get to the fields even? So that's something to be paying attention to. Alfalfa stands, we still have a little while before they break dormancy. Certainly this really warm weather can go pretty quick, but we do have a considerable amount of frost, that we'll need to, work through. And it'll be very hard to make those assessments. We can think about it, but to make a true assessment till it's really starting to grow and get much height, which in many cases takes us well into April. But nonetheless, something to be thinking about here. We are the middle of March, but that'll be coming up pretty soon. If alfalfa stands aren't good, then you have to try to decide, do you want to rotate some out? Some parts of our geography that were wet last year, some of those stands were inevitably going to have to be taken out anyhow, regardless of what the winter weather was.
Well, we've been talking about looking at those fields, but there's a lot of paperwork and planning that goes into having a successful crop as well. What are some of the things that we should be doing behind the scenes?
Yeah, I think obviously it's hard to have a plan for a great crop if you don't plan for it and execute the plan. We encourage people to continue to give diligent thought on how you're going to achieve good weed control, proper fertility. There are things that you need to plan, maybe some other additives, microbials, some new things. Should you try new things? Plan for success. Not planning for success doesn't normally give you a successful crop year. You have to look at this. You have to look at every year like it's going to be a great year. You can't look at it like it's a poor year. So we encourage people to continue to converse with our people and to do things that are necessary to help plan for a great crop.
What about booking some of those fertilizers and some of those chemicals that are planned to be needed for the year? Is now still a good time to be doing that?
Yeah, now is still a very good time to be doing that. Markets are strong. Obviously we don't know of all the things that are out of our control with government and some other things around the world, but right now things are very good. It does appear like with projections, there's going to be additional corn acres. With that will come very, more plant food needs. So it appears like there'll be good demand. Good demand will keep demand very good and usage very high. And obviously the market should stay strong. They've been strong and will stay strong. I do think some of this is still going to creep up a little bit higher yet, even as we go well into spring. So don't miss an opportunity to try to take care of yourself and reserve products at a very reasonable price.
And who are some of those people we can reach out to help us out and make those plans?
I would encourage reach out to any of our agronomy locations. We have 11 of them within our trade area, and speak with our agronomy advisors and our location managers. They can help you with, to put together a plan and to answer questions and to fulfill needs so that you're well prepared for a successful season.
Busy behind their desks before they get busy out in the field.
You're right. I think we, as all of a sudden the products start going to the ground, it gets to be a very, very busy time, and it's hard to delegate the time to do as much planning. Then it gets to be the execution phase.
Always planning for a successful crop with Allied Cooperative. And that's our Wednesday morning program with Tom Hoffman, Agronomy Sales Lead out of Marshfield. And I'm Jill Welke.